Good morning, everyone. This morning we are going to cover a medical subject, which is very, very important and very favorite to lots of people who are obese, who have excess weight, especially among female. Title of the subject is liposuction, introduced by Dr. Georgia Fisher. Liposuction. Lipo means lipid. Suction means taking out, sucking up. Liposuction. It's a kind of cosmetic surgery, and it is done by the robot. What actually robotic arm does is goes where we cannot actually get rid of lipid, or we cannot get rid of our excess fat. No matter how much exercise we conduct, no matter how strict, Spartan we are with our diet, but in certain areas, we cannot get rid of that fat, and these bulges always look bad. So, ladies as well as male, both go for liposuction and get the fat removed, the ardent fat, the obstinate fat, which does not really budge by any other exercise or diet or anything else. So what we do, we go for liposuction. Doctor is going to remove the fat by cosmetic surgery. They are going to use this robotic arm. Robotic arm will be inserted under our dermis, under our skin, and whatever the fat is there, they are going to remove the fat by the arm of this robot or robotic arm, and that fat is removed. We can actually get into the shape as good as we always wanted. After that, you have to follow the regimen the doctor prescribed you, exercise, diet, and every single thing else. Otherwise, this fat is going to re-emerge. You are going to get this fat back. And again, you have to go for the liposuction, which is very expensive, and it is very messy surgery. You have to stay in hospital for a few days. You have to stay in bed for a few days. You can jeopardize your job, your income, and doctor's fees, doctor's charges would be exorbitant. So nobody can afford going for liposuction frequently. Now there are 4 points that I have prepared pertaining to liposuction. First one is optimism motivates activism. If you have optimism, if you are positive about the result, like, say, for example, a student thinks positively about his education, about getting degree, after getting degree, get a job. If he or she has optimism, then and then they are going to indulge in activism. But if you don't have any kind of optimism, say, for example, someone is going for MCOM, and he or she knows that after MCOM, he or she will not be able to get job, they are not going to go for MCOM. But MBA, they know that after MBA they will be able to get a job in a jiffy. They will go for MBA. So all our optimism actually triggers or motivates us for activism. If there is a return, then we act. So here in liposuction, your fat will be removed completely. That is optimism, and that is why most ladies in the Western country go for liposuction and get the extra lipid, extra excessive fat removed from the areas which are known as love handles. Love handles are the part of our bodies, male and female, which actually attract opposite gender, opposite sex. So love handles must be appealing. Then and then people are going to look at you. Point number 2, removing excess lipid, excessive amount of fat accumulated in certain part of the bodies which are very obstinate. They are not willing to budge no matter how much exercise you carry out or how much strict you are on your diet. Still, those parts of your body where the fat has been sitting, unyielding, very obstinately, you have only the choice, and that choice is to go for liposuction. And liposuction, by the procedure of liposuction, is a cosmetic surgery. You will be able to get rid of your fat from everywhere. Whatever the part of the body that you cannot reach, you cannot get rid of the fat, liposuction can help you to get rid of that fat. It may be under your chin, on your neck, on your abdomen, on your buttock, or anywhere at all. So removing excess lipid. Point number 3 is a cosmetic surgery performed by robotic arm. Human doesn't perform 100%, but human surgeon needs the help from robot. Robotic arm is inserted in our body, and it is a robotic arm that removes fat from under the dermis, subcutaneous fat. That's called subcutaneous fat will be removed, and our body will become slim. We are going to see no fat at all anywhere, not even under our chin or neck, abdomen, buttock, thighs. Nowhere you are going to have fat. But it is done in a cosmetic surgery artificially. If you are not going to follow the regimen prescribed by the surgeon, you are going to regain every ounce of that fat again. And again, you have to go for liposuction, or you live with excessive amount of fat. Excess fat will stay on your body if you are not going to take care of doctor's regimen. Doctor will prescribe what to eat, what not to eat, how much exercise to perform every day, and you have to follow it religiously. Absolutely, positively, religiously, you have to follow doctor's regimen. Point number 4 is you must not have underlying medical condition. Meaning, before you go for any kind of cosmetic surgery for liposuction, doctor is going to run some tests. You should not have diabetes, you should not have hypertension, you should not have hypotension, you should not have any kind of underlying condition that you also don't know what you suffer from. So doctor is going to run the test, and if the results are all negative, then and then the surgery will be performed. If one thing is positive, the doctor is not going to perform surgery on that patient with underlying medical condition. So you remember, liposuction is the last resort for those men and women who have been trying to get rid of their fat, who are obese, who weigh about 120, 130 kilos. They are tired of their fat. They cannot move. They cannot go to work. People call them all kinds of vituperative names like bimbo and bimbat. They are embarrassed everywhere, humiliated in the parties. They cannot find the clothes of their size. They are everywhere. People are looking at them with a kind of smile, with a kind of ridicule, with a kind of insult, with a kind of criticism, and a kind of vilification. They make you absolutely uncomfortable to live in the society. You will not be comfortable living in the society. You will not be comfortable to attend any party. You are not going to be comfortable going into the market, not in the office, not college. Everywhere you will be called bimbo or bimbat. If you don't want that kind of names, that kind of vituperatives, this kind of profanity, then take care of yourself. Don't let your fat sit on your body. If you see a little bit of fat is accumulated, get rid of it immediately by exercise or change in your diet. Modify your diet, rectify your diet. It is our diet that gives fat, nothing else. Our relatives or weather or rain or wind, air doesn't, no, nothing gives us fat. But it is our diet that gives us fat, so change diet, make big modification, big rectification in your diet, and you don't let fat to sit anywhere in our body. That's all the time we have. Talk about something else next time. God bless everyone on this planet. Thank you very much for listening.